going on, everybody? StevenBearKing here with another episode of Live Chess here on YouTube. I'm playing live on the chess.com live server, the best place on the internet to play chess. Hopefully everybody's having a great day. Let's go ahead and just hop right in and get started. My last chess video that I recorded you guys did not get to see because unfortunately recorded with no sound, and whenever I go and try to record sound or edit things with Sony Movie Studios, it kind of messes up the video quality in some cases. So I'm having some trouble still trying to get everything worked out. So that video didn't make it, even though it was featuring a wonderful sacrifice that I really wanted to show everybody. But hopefully we'll be able to do something exciting in this game as well. But if not, no big worries. It's just live chess. We're just going to do the best that we can. And that's just the way that that's going to be, you know what I mean? So hopefully everybody's going to enjoy the video. I know I have a lot of fun making these videos. Chess is always one of my favorite games to play. And right now, while I'm just trying to talk fast and get everything going, we're getting kind of a weird position in the Sicilian defense where he's got all of his pieces out and I'm trying to get all of my pieces out. And we're going to have a battle here with a bunch of pieces. So far, no pieces have been traded, just a pair of pawns. And we're going to see what's going to happen in this game. And he goes ahead and moves that pawn forward. And I don't think I have a great place to put my knight at the moment. So let's put it in an awkward square over here to the side and see if we can get away with that. Just because I don't want to put it backwards. I don't mind if he trades off that bishop. It does mean that I'm going to want to put my pawns on light squares instead of dark squares, so that way this bishop can be a little more active. Or if we could just trade off both pairs of bishops, then that would be pretty good. Let's see, this knight we are going to pop back just so that we have a little bit of defense on this square over here. And let's see, so he does want to trade both of the bishops off. It does leave me with this knight now. That does look pretty funny on this side of the board, but it should get back into the game pretty quickly if I so choose. He's got me tied down pretty good. This opening has not gone well for me at all. But you guys knew that it wasn't going good for me, didn't you? So let's go ahead and jump over here and just get this knight doing something, anything at all. Since we gotta have at least one piece. Now I think I can safely take this pawn and it'll just be a simple trade of knights and pawns if he wants to take back. He went ahead and took back that way. That doesn't bother me too much because we're going to go ahead and take back this way with check, so that way he has to respond to that move. And we're going to go ahead and bring our queen closer to his king. And then we're going to open up this file for our rook, even if it's sacrificing a pawn. I'm okay with that. And we'll go ahead and take this pawn as well. Oh no, that was bad. That was dumb. Oh wait, no it's not. No it's not. We're good. We're good. We're good. We're good. He's the one blundering, not me. That was scary. And I think we could take this piece. No, 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 no. No, no, no. We got to be careful. Let's take a second here. Take a second. Breathe. If we take that piece, I'm pretty sure I'm just losing because he will take with check. Can't move my king out because of the queen. If I take back, then I'm losing my queen. If I take this way, I'm getting checkmated. So let's just... What's going to be the best way to go about this? I need to bring some pieces back to defend my king or give my king some space. If I give my king some space and he takes the knight, then he's just losing. He can't checkmate me right away. And if his knight tries to come into the game, he would be defending that square, keeping my queen from getting back over to this side of the board. Okay, let's do it this order. We're going to get our queen over here just to be safe, and then we're going to create a little luft for our king. And then we'll go back and give this check if we get the chance and put the pressure on this knight. But at least this way, I got a little bit of defense on my king while I'm trying to give myself some space and not get checkmated while I'm trying to win that piece over there. And, well, he did bring the knight out of danger, but I think now if we come up this way with some check action and swing around, this is getting weird. It's getting weird indeed. Let's see. I really wish I could trade his queen off. That would make this position a lot simpler. But not seeing an easy way to do that. Can I throw in this check now? That still would just bring his king to where it's attacking my rook when it comes to this square, and I can't bring my queen to this square. Let's calculate this real quick. Here, here, and that still just kind of brings me in a bad position. Right now my knight is hanging, so let's go ahead and take care of, no, bring the knight this way. Oh, I can't do that. Bring the knight this way. That's why. I'm trying to jump too many squares. I think my knight's the best knight in the world and can just jump straight in a diagonal. Why not? My opponent has not used any time at all in this position, which is absolutely crazy to me because stuff is getting weird. But hopefully he'll keep playing at that fast speed. What did I do? I overthought it and just straight blundered. Alright, we're going to go ahead and resign. You can't be dropping the queen. I don't see anything else that's going to help us out here. So let's go ahead and resign. Offer him a rematch, see if he wants to go again. And if he doesn't, nope, he's declined the rematch left. So let's get one more game. We'll play 2 games here. Let's see if we can pull a win out of our bag with the white pieces against our higher rated opponent here. Which doesn't matter. Rating doesn't really mean anything to me. I just try to play the position that's on the board as best that I can, which is never all that great to begin with. But, you know, I just do the best that I can. What can you do? And that's it. So hopefully the sound and everything in this video is being recorded, so that way I'll be able to bring this video out and post it for everybody. And let's see, he's now got 1, 2, it's a critical square. This is called a critical square because we've got 2 attackers, 2 defenders. It makes it a critical square. And so we're going to keep an eye on that. But if we castle, then we'll have 3 defenders, 2 attackers, and that'll be a critical square that's under our control for the time being. And it's a nice critical square in the center. That is why I like to play this opening, because you do get a nice little space advantage in the center while black stays a little bit passive over here. Castle opposite side of the board, and then you guys see me do it in other videos. You're going to see me do it again. I'm going to drive these pawns down towards the king and just try to checkmate my opponent. That's one of the reasons I like to play this line. I have remembered, I think, in a couple other videos, I've played this move bishop c4, and I've gotten myself in trouble, I think, in some of these live chess videos, because it seems like such a natural, easy square to just put your piece there, and like I said, it sometimes gets me in trouble. So we're going to hold off on doing that just for a moment. We're going to develop to this square, because I'm going to want to push this G pawn so that I can push this H pawn so that we can just, like I said, try to bust open his king position. Right now he's got a lot of defenders over there, so not sure we'll be able to bust through with a checkmating attack. but maybe we could leave him with some weaknesses on that side of the board and eventually find a way to checkmate him, or maybe not checkmate him, but maybe just have a better position in an end game or something. So he's pushing my knight back. I could bring it over here and offer it up for a trade. If he pushes me back, then I can reroute myself over to this square. So I think that's what I'm going to do. That seems like the best route to get to this square here. So let's go ahead and do that. I didn't really want to spend too much time moving pieces around on this side of the board, but if he's going to play, a move like that, it's going to weaken this square here in the middle, so I need to try to put pieces more around. I could even think about bringing my bishop over to that side of the board there. And let's see. But yeah, so we're going to continue with our plan and just reroute the knight a little bit. Maybe trade for his knight over here, bring our bishop to this square, and get a little more control over this square right here. I think my opponent knows that's what I want to do, so he's probably going to bring his bishop here and try to protect this square as well. Like I said, my opponent, being 1300 rated Blitz player, should have a little bit of positional prowess, should know that this square right here is going to be a big deal, but it seems like he's just going to play into my hand, trade the pieces that I wanted to trade, and allow me to try to just own this square right here. Now, he is already dropping a pawn if I want it. I don't know if that's already opening up the middle more than I wanted since I'm attacking on the flank, so maybe I should just try to hold down the middle. Oh, I see what he wants to do. He wants to play bishop here. Well, let's see. So that piece isn't hanging because it's guarded by the knight. So if I take this pawn, it comes here. I could take his queen. He could take his queen. Take my queen. And then what's going on there? Let's just do it. Like Yasser Sarawan says, when in doubt, take the pawn. And so that's what we're going to do. And like I said, his bishop is not hanging right there because it is defended by the knight. But what we can do is try to restrict that bishop a little bit. I can't bring my bishop back because it would have been trapped by the pawns. And let's see. I guess his point there was that that pawn was hanging. So we're going to keep pushing our pawns on this side of the board. Right now our rook's kind of in an awkward spot. I guess this pawn was hanging too. I should be greedy and just be grabbing pawns. But for some reason that's not what I'm doing, and he sees that that pawn was hanging now and go ahead and defends that. But what I think he's missing here is that I'm kicking his knight away and going to get a dominant knight on the middle of the board that's now on a protected or an outpost square for the fact that there's no pawns on either of these files that can challenge this knight in the middle of the board here. So I like my knight in the middle of the board. I'm cool with that. I don't like my rook getting attacked, but I think now he finally is just blundering the bishop now that his knight's no longer defending that square. And he says, you know what, I don't need a bishop to beat you. He says, I'm cool without a bishop. So what do we do to make sure he knows that he does need a bishop? Let's see. I can bring my knight to this square, which will allow me to bring my rook towards the other open file. If he wants to trade, I'll be glad to do that as well. But let's go ahead, and now we can probably get rid of this bishop. And that just will leave me with just this beautiful extra knight on this beautiful square right next to his king. His king's just completely stuck. He's going to just keep pushing these pawns, which is not going to make a huge difference for him. I don't think his pawns and his 2 rooks are going to be enough to fight my pawns and my 2 rooks and my king on that side of the board. So we should be doing okay. Minute and 45 seconds to his 3 minutes. So gotta watch out for that just a little bit. And let's see. So I'm gonna come down this way, back to the 2nd or the 7th rank, my opponent's side of the board. I figured he was going to go ahead and take that, but I'm not too worried about splitting up these pawns because, I mean, I'm just up a full piece. So what are you really going to do? I'm going to try to put both of my rooks on the 7th rank and just go after his king. So that is what I want to do. We're going to start off by going that way first. That way we got a little bit of a threat on this pawn here. If he wants to go ahead and trade, I'm down. When you're up a piece, trades are going to most likely just favor you. I mean, I think, yeah, we're up a piece and a pawn, so, you know, just one of those things. And we'll go ahead and we'll take this extra pawn here as well. And if he wants to trade, we'll go ahead and trade. But he does not. We'll go ahead and take this way, and I think that noise meant my opponent decided to throw in the towel. He realized that he's down a full piece, and he went ahead and left the chat. So we're going to call it at that, a little bit of a rubber match situation where we won the last game, lost the first game in a really bad way, because at first I thought I blundered when I did it, and, you know, that's like just as bad as blundering when you think you didn't blunder, or you think you blundered and you didn't blunder. Anyways, you saw the game. Hope you guys liked the video. Like, comment, subscribe. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I'll see you on another video. Peace.